prayer,
Stay right there.
this particular prayer emphasis started, of course, when we found out really about a month ago that the 26th was an answer to prayer, because we had been praying that they would hear our case. We didn't know whether they would or not. Whether they would grant certiorari or not. Well, we found out a few weeks ago that they had granted a hearing, the Supreme Court. They had granted a hearing. And so we agreed at that point that we must start praying, because if they were going to hear it, they must hear the truth. They must hear the Word of God. Not emotion, not sympathy, not tolerance, but they must hear the Word of God.
And when did you start praying?
And so we started praying really the first of the month.
And so, but you said you've been praying for 50 hours straight.
Well, and then yesterday on the 26th, we started praying in Washington, D.C. In fact, there's a group here.
You mean the 25th, right?
The 25th, excuse me.
Okay.
This is a group praying right
Let's
now.
hear it. Let's hear it.
Reveal yourself, reveal your truth to the Father, dreams, visions, through conversations, through even thoughts, Father. Holy Spirit, I ask you, open heaven and convict him.
And I feel a little bit guilty, because these folks, here we are standing in Southern California in warm weather. These folks that you just heard praying are in 15, 16 degree weather, and it's raining. And yet they're outside the Supreme Court. They want to be there where they can see the windows where those judges are meeting. I just got a call a little while ago that the windows in the chambers of these judges, the lights are still on. When the judges leave, the lights go off. But here it is, midnight there. The judges are still in their chambers praying and talking and thinking about the case that they heard today.
Is it safe to say that prayer groups like this are praying all over the country?
All over the country. I've gotten calls from 34 states today that said, this is Kentucky, we're praying with you. This is Arizona, this is Florida. And I last count, there was like 34 of our states that call me personally.
What are you praying for tonight?
We're praying for the truth. We're praying that sodomy would not be allowed in America. You see, what people don't realize is if they allow a man and a woman, 2 men and 2 women to marry, that means they must allow a man and another man to adopt a little boy. They must allow 2 lesbians to adopt little girls, not discriminate. And we all know that if 2 lesbians adopted little girls and 2 sodomites adopted little boys, why would they want them? They want them to use. And that's exactly what it'll open the door for them. This is so important. It's very, very important that this court says enough is enough. We will not go against God's rule for marriage, which is 1 man, 1 woman, till death do us part.
Great job.